Vocals for Vesta Collide,
I'm Alex, I play bass.
and we're with
Tour Press Force.
Hey, this is Monica with Tour Press Force, and I'm sitting here inside of Club Red Mesa with Vesta Collide. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Alex, I play bass.
I'm Mark, I do vocals.
Awesome. So I hear that this is one of your first larger scale tours. How's the ride been so far?
Our bus broke down like 5 times already, so
It's been broken in.
yeah, so it's been kind of rough, but some blizzards.
Yeah, we got stuck on a few mountains and stuff like that, and yeah, we broke down 5 times in 2 weeks, but we're getting through it. So it's one of those things where it's really tough, but I don't know, we want to keep going, so we're not going to let that stop us.
Oh yeah, it is so bizarre to hear blizzard in Arizona. Like it's almost 80 degrees today. It's just started warming up here.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like. Well, one, to have that many breakdowns and to be stuck in the middle of a snowstorm. How crazy is that? So, how did you get out of it? What was the fix?
Well, there was multiple things. The first time we came through, we didn't necessarily get stuck. I mean, we just decided it would be good to stay on the mountain. We got stuck in Flagstaff, Arizona, on a mountain, and we've never been to Arizona before, so we didn't know there was going to be snow. We just figured it was warm. And
Yeah.
then
Most of the state is very warm, except
then
for up north.
yeah, we end up in the one place, I guess, with all the snow, and we just slept up at a Walmart in our bus, And then other than that, there's just been, we played Seattle on this tour that we're on right now with Alesana, and we were like 4,000 feet on top of a mountain, and it was we're sliding down the mountain,
Wow.
so it was very scary. But I mean, we just take it safe and get through it. So
Yeah, definitely. Tell us about, is it New Obsession?
Yep.
Did I say that right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Is it a whole album? Is it a single? What's the story?
New Obsession it's not a concept album. It's basically an album about moving on and finding, like, being too obsessed with like many things and just moving on from that. And it's kind of got like a double meaning. Like, obviously we want it to be kids' new obsession, but at the same time we want, like, a lot of the things I write about are about like social anxiety and time, and I just want to move forward and find something new to obsess over that's anything but the problems that have been weighing me down. So
no, I mean, Mark wrote all the lyrics, so he put pretty much all of the meaning to everything. I mean, he represents all of us as a whole, but he pretty much knows all that stuff about that.
So, the concept of time and obsessing over that, I think when I was 19, 20, that was in my head, and it still is. I don't know if there's an escape from that effect at all, but
I think it gets worse.
yeah, probably. However, it's amazing that you found the creative outlet to work through it and to do really awesome, amazing things. Are you the primary writer behind the music? Where's the inspiration come from?
Lyrically, I write all the lyrics. My inspiration is a lot to do with, I like to write in like a darker like way. I like to write about problems that I'm going through, but put a darker spin on it, and have a darker story to tell that like is a cool read through as a story, but also at the same time is relatable to the listener.
As far as the instrumental and all that for the record, our guitar player Jake and I, we just did pretty much all of that in our basement at home. Well, we did do all of it, and then we had a drummer that left a few months back, which was our guitar player's twin brother, and he does producing, so he helped us. He left, but he was like, I still want to help you guys out. So that's where the instruments and stuff came in, and Mark handles all of the lyrics and stuff like that.
So you guys did more of it DIY, even though you're on the Stay Sick label. What's that relationship like?
With our record label,
Yeah.
it's awesome. They're some of the coolest people we've ever met. Honestly, it's been nothing but great working with those guys. Mark has a really close relationship with Franz, and then Mike Milford, who is the manager of the record label, is incredible to work with as well. So do you have anything to say about?
No, they take care of us. They're great. Nothing but good things to say about them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we really like the label, and we like Franz and all the work that he does to encourage entrepreneurialism and young people. That's just so cool. Love, love, love it. Do you you want to tell us a story about some of your darker writing? It always helps us to kind of get in and feel it a little bit more.
I don't know if I got any stories to tell.
About you can just I guess about the fun play on the darker things that you talk about, because it's not. I mean, there are serious topics, but there's also fun topics that are just weird.
Yeah, there's a song on the record called Monster Blood, and it's basically a love song about bringing your dead wife back to life. So I like to get I like to get creative. So yeah, there's a couple love songs, I guess. Just they're a little bit twisted.
There's some straightforward songs that aren't as, I guess, playful as that, with the odd creativity to that. But I don't know. Mark and I are super into horror films, stuff like that. So I don't know. We always just have fun going and writing all the stuff like that, writing darker guitar riffs and darker lyrics and stuff like that. So that's just kind of our thing, I guess.
Yeah, very cool. I'm trying to imagine that in my mind what that story, might look like and stuff. So
Kind of like the movie Corpse Bride.
yeah, that's exactly the image that I had in my mind. Was Corpse Bride. So you brought it out of my mouth, out of my head. What about art and illustrations that kind of coincide with your work? Do you guys do any of that, or do you have someone working for you that's amazing?
As far as the visuals for
Yeah.
for the record,
Mm-hmm.
we got together and we kind of just discussed what we wanted to do, and there was a photographer that we really liked, a lot of the stuff he did, and we met with him. Well, I had a phone call with him, and I told him, this is what we want to do for the record. This is like the vibe of everything, and he knocked it out, and it was awesome. He sent us the photos back, and everything that we wanted, he nailed it. So, and then that was pretty much it for the artwork for the album, right?
Yes. His name's Christopher McKinney.
Yeah.
Christopher McKinney. Hey.
He's awesome.
Yeah. So tell us about how you guys came together as a band. Were you old friends, or what was that like?
I actually met Alex and Jacob, our guitar player. I messaged them back when MySpace was cool. So this is, well, it was on its way out, but this is 2010, and the band that they were in at the time needed a keyboard player, and I wanted to be in a band, and I just messaged them, and they were like, I found out they lived 20 minutes away from me. I never met them before.
20 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't go to school together or anything. And I'm like, I want to try out. And I almost didn't show up. I almost did not show up because I was like, I don't want to go over these people's house. I don't know them. And but I'm glad I did, because even through the fallout of a previous band, it brought something that is great for us.
Something that we've wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
That sounds in and of itself a stellar example of working through anxiety. If you can just push beyond whatever that block is, it's holding you back from realizing more of who you are. It's amazing. I think it's great that through your music, you're helping other people to recognize that. Is there anything else you want out there that you want your fans to know that's coming up?
As of right now, the only thing that we have going on with, we have this tour that we're on right now with Alesana, and then we have a few things in the works, nothing that we, know for sure or really, can talk about at this time, but we just released an album called New Obsession, January 20th, and you can get that on merch now. with bundles if you want, and then they're also on iTunes, or you can stream it on Spotify. And I mean, we think it's a great record, and we think people will like it. So if we just want to try to spread the word. Is there anything that you want to say?
Look out for a cool video too. Yeah, we gotta. I don't think I can yet. I don't know. Probably not. You'll find out super soon. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us tonight. Can't wait to check out the show. It's been awesome. Thank you.